This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. And the astronauts will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Sooners want to move quickly. To the ground with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Tempo in overdrive. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Sooners have this offense rolling. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown Sooners! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
The Astronauts offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. A little old-school football riding the big fella, and a nice gain on that one.
Yeah, this guy's an athlete, too. He's not just a blocker. You can hand off the ball, and he can go find positive yards. Shows you right there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
On the move, it's made. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The option look. Now the pitch. At the 45, on its way. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Astronauts come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On the option. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't. With these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Brings up 2nd down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Sooners are marching down the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gonna run it. It's Archer. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. 3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Trying to run, it's Barnes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the move. It may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Astronauts decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and not his best work. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. Gets it out fast. And he's running in the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more yard. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Hold up.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Looking to throw, it's Arnold. They're working that left side. The Sooners will hustle to the line. On the run, it's Acha. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know they only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Good timing on the quick out. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Oklahoma.
Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Ole Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
48-yard line. Brings up second down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds a man on the left. He'll work his way down to the 28. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Astronauts have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Astronauts.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down.
Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Looking for a productive play on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Schwartz. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking to throw on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Field goal is good.
That makes the score. Oklahoma 28, Astronauts 13.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Second down coming up.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Goes to the option. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Working that left side now. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Now on the option. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
He's brought down at the 34. Second down coming up.
Line getting set on second down. He'll pull it on the read. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's York.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when you catch a big fella.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Astronauts line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. On the return, it's Burks. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Using the quick game.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in their work this week.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as well.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. The give to the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. On the option, the Astronauts will have a first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
First down for this offense. Give to the fullback. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take... national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On third down, going up top. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. And he's
touchdown, Astronauts! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed. Maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Leaves it with the running back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Thompson wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Sooners send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Might be looking to run. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. No passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. And the Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He caught it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. With the catch, it's O'Neal. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They want to just keep throwing it. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. On the option. Discards a man. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
At the 11-yard line. Second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. You're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Got it in the middle. It's York. And the ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires into the end zone. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point you. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. It's not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this